you have seen even Raila attending a funeral of a supporter of his supporters of him being an MP. So that's, if it gets to us, you even attend a body, they attend.
Do you know Gaucho?
Gaucho, yes, namjua.
Have you ever worked with him?
You see, he was chased from town. You know, he operated from town, Jivanji. He came to Jacaranda, but Jacaranda now has its own youth. So he's having it rough, trying to shadow the Jacaranda people. But me, I operate from Majengo, Gekomba. Ask me about Gekomba
So his
and
problem is
Majengo.
because he wants higher hierarchy than serving the rich. That's his problem. And you are comfortable serving the rich and getting what you're getting for that occasion. Because the rich are the ones who are preparing the opportunities for you.
Yeah, if there's no Madamanos, there'll be no looting.
And how do you package what you take? Can you can you put it in his car?
No, Kwani, are you looting the big thing? No, how if I loot some money from your bag, so I put inside, that's enough to fit in my pocket, not in someone's car. What would you rather take 10,000 or a fridge? What would be the better option if you are a looter?
Don't you take what you need
Would you
and
take?
what you don't have?
I need money. Who told you I don't have a fridge? Who told you ghetto people don't have fridges? I need money. Don't need that fridge.
So let's just digress for a moment. So when people have that
Mm.
style of speaking, who told you I don't need a fridge? Why do you speak that style? You know nobody told me whether you have a
Because
fridge or not. So why would that be the style
because
of speaking?
you thought that I should take a fridge
No, I'm
because I
just
need
trying
it.
to
So
find
now
out how your world operates. I have seen people get into a store, electronics go and come up with
mm.
a 54-inch flat TV. So I'm
Yeah,
asking you,
yeah,
would you put it in
yeah.
George's car, Orlando, whatever you're calling him?
No, what you must understand, George, is that these people don't have that big group. The bystanders, you see the bystanders, maybe you are maybe 50 or 40, but the rest of people who don't know what is happening, the bystanders, the idlers, the opportunists, those are the ones you see them running up and down. But those people you see hanging around the cars, on cars, those are well coordinated groups. So I guess you are speaking of
So
bystanders who
that's
don't know,
a separate.
who just get along with the hype.
So
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah,
trying to.
that's a ripple
So
effect.
don't judge me from a point of view of you think I know anything. I don't know anything. I'm just why I'm asking. So this is a disprint. This is
Oh,
a disprint force.
bro. Even if the weapons were to be given, you think, oh, my friend, those are people who are organized. The bystanders, those people who operate at the wave, the ripple effect. Those are the ones that now, and that's the target, because you cannot pay at 10,000 people. You just need to pay maybe 300, and not the bystanders, those who have no clue. The riffraffs, they take advantage and go rampage. But you have played your game. Even you are George.
Are you carrying any weapons?
No, no, maybe his bodyguards, his bodyguards, and his maybe 2 or 3, 4 appointment. Not everyone. Si kila mtu bana. Allah.
How do you defend yourself?
From what? From police or what?
From danger.
What kind of danger? You throw stones. Nini?
Are you carrying stone?
If it
Are you carrying stone in the car?
no, no. By the way, I've seen some people carrying, people who like a lot of dramatization. Some carry, bro. Yeah, even the thieves. You might see someone having a knife to scare off someone if you want to take them.
Do you carry a knife?
I myself, no, me I don't.
Are you in a...
Bana George, me, I'm not that ruthless as you want to put it, Bana.
No, I don't know anything. That's what I'm asking. Why are you being defensive?
Yeah, yeah. I see people carrying knives. crude weapons. But me, I just hung on the cars.
Do you have a WhatsApp group?
Boy, yes,
WhatsApp group. Are you in a WhatsApp group?
yeah, it must be there. What do you mean? People must know each other.
Is it with the leader or with the politician?
It is coordinated. You see the way the campaigns are done. You have the chief campaigner and his herdsmen. It's a trickle down effect. I may not even have a number of any mheshimiwa, but when you might see him near me, but I don't have his number. But his coordinators have. It's a well organized group, bro. It's a very well organized group.
Do you vote?
Yeah, I vote. Now I voted twice.
Do you vote for candidates or for a party?
Candidates, what party? Which party? Party for what? Candidates, man.
So the one you are working for or with happens just to be on the other side of the government. That's just a coincidence.
Sorry?
The one you are working with right now just happened to be in the opposition.
Yeah.
So you don't have any loyalties to party or people, just took opportunities.
For me, yeah. It's not that we have lost twice, but I don't know. If we cross over to the ground, like the Kidero time, you remember?
Uh-huh.
That guy, bana, alitujenga fiti. We used to collect parking fee in Nairobi. That time, we ate good. You are in government.
Why are you doing this in uniform or as a cartel?
No. Kates, bana. Parking attendants. Parking boys in town. You see, you are allocated maybe a group from maybe Kibera. You see, they operate along maybe Kencom. Lazima upewe. You are given your share. Rewarding again.
And you're taking the money to who?
Was own pockets. Even being given hooking slots in town, you must those hookers that you see that have displayed their wares in a very strategic positions. Those are being rewarded by maybe if the MP got into parliament, get rewarded by that.
Okay.
Yeah, Kenya politics is about rewarding.
Oh, so even the opportunity to charge parking spaces is a reward to you.
So you cannot just you think anyone can just wake up and go to town to collect maybe money, or maybe just go and put a container in town.
But
You see. You remember who was he called? This minor commander.
yes.
Oh, his boy is that big. You see all those containers you see in Nairobi, in Starehe constituency. That is some part of Nairobi town. You plant your own container, and you must prove for you to be rewarded. You must prove of some performance, campaigning, maybe causing violence, nini, protecting him. That's why I'm telling you, the poor and the rich, but watu unasikizana mbaya sana.
So when you are assigned a section of a street in CBD, are you paying any loyalties to a kingpin somewhere in the cartel?
Of course. There's a coordinator.
And what happens when
Even,
people don't pay you, motorists?
okay. It depends. Maybe you fix him to the city council and his cars get clamped, you see. So he better parts with 100 or face the consequence.
So how do you come to an agreement with it's either paying you, and if they don't, then you have a uniformed clerk that you can go to and get them to mete a punishment on them. So that is also coordinated within the ecosystem.
Yeah. You see, those parking boys are in the city askaris. They work together. You don't part with some money, then I call those askaris. It happens, bana. Ni nini?
But you can also decide to destroy their vehicle.
No, if it's written, park at your own risk. You have found a poster written, park at your own risk. Then a person approaches you, hey boss, give me 100 bucks, and your car will be okay. So who who is gaining? Is it not the owner of the car? Because if it is written, park at your own risk. But if you give me 100, your car will be okay. If you refuse, you get your car broken into. Who has lost?
So in those instances,
Mm.
is the car getting broken into, or are you breaking into the car to teach them a lesson?
Things don't operate smoothly. Things must be rough for it to cooperate. Today I've spoken English. This English is all from a ghetto person. I'm trying.
You and me both.
Najaribu bwana. I'm not bleeding. These Americans,
Hang on, Diesel, don't interrupt. Hang on, one moment. Just one more. So, how long did you move away from the village?
The village, since maybe my father used to work with Kenya Railways. You know Kenya Railways?
Yes. On Haile Selassie.
That's why. Yeah, that's why you have some houses. So when I was in primary school, I could visit him once in a time. I guess when I was a teenager, I would say at 14, 15, 16, at 16.
And then?
But I would visit him on numerous occasions. And then I settled in Nairobi.
Did you finish high school?
What do you mean? Yes. Even I attended a college.
In Tetu?
No, not in Tetu.
Where?
In Madeira.
Kwa Matoa Mai.
Yeah. But those I never met them. Those are the old guard. A long history, but he was the MP there in some time ago, and I guess.
During the one party rule, yes.
Yeah.
And then you came to Nairobi as a teenager
Officially.
or as an adult?
Okay, what happened? Maybe I would say as an adult because I was 18.
Did you say you went to college or you did not go to college?
I went.
That's the one you did in Madeira?
No. By the way, I schooled in Kirinyaga. That's high school. Primary school, I did it in Nairobi. I had to be transferred back to Shags. That I completed my primary school in Madeira. In secondary school, I went to Kirinyaga. College, I went to KU. Now here I am in the streets.
And how did you know? At what point did you know you could be street smart?
I would say when in high school. When in high school.
Is it because you used to come and visit your father in Nairobi and you understood Nairobi?
Yeah. I would say it gave me an upper hand.
Were you accepted, or did you have to fight your way into the circle?
Into the city?
Yes.
Okay, I got it through childhood friends in Nairobi, the estate guys. That's how I maneuvered here.
What is the most serious crime have you ever been involved in?
I get you. I can see where you're going into. The most serious crime. Vandalizing KPLC, Kenya Power.
For
Connecting people to the grid. Being our Kenya Power cartel in the ghettos. But I don't live. I would never consider Nairobi West as a ghetto. Would you?
Is that when the power is off or when the power is still running?
And it's still running. Bana, we have these people are smart.
You go up the pole and add yourself to the power lines.
Yeah. And now we have the Rwandese. You see the way Rwandese are flocked in Nairobi. Now we are the new landlords of these Burundians and Ugandans.
In which manner?
The ghetto where they sleep. If you want to operate a business, maybe in Kamukunji, you must see some boys, the hood boys.
Uh-huh.
You cannot just go and operate and cook some mandazis. And must see the hood boys.
But I've also heard you complain about the Ugandans and the Rwandese.
Man, they are I complain because you see when we have now the East Africa community, these people are coming to do the unskilled work, which most of Kenyans do. You see, in Kenya, we are not short of unskilled labor. But now if you have the competition, if you are competing for the same shilling, Kenyans now they are disadvantaged. Because if someone hawks mandazis at 10 bob, these Rwandese, maybe they rent a house, they stay in that house, 5 people in that house, that works up to disadvantage of a Kenyan. That competition is unhealthy. You remember even Jaguar, when he was MP of Tarehe, he led those demonstrations. Because you cannot compete for unskilled labor in a third world economy. How is that possible?
But you have found,
But
you and your buddies have found a way to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So
Seriously, we must
why
survive.
are you complaining about a problem you're already solving?
Because I can see people who are disadvantaged by that. But anyway, none of my business. As long as they pay the fee, tuko sawa.
And do you charge the landlords who house these multiple peoples in one house?
No.
That's a different ecosystem?
That's a different ecosystem. You just charge someone for operating in a certain street. That's all.
What about the ones that, especially the Ugandans, that are masons and they go in these condominium constructions and they do plastering or bricklaying? How do you get to them?
George, as far as I know, Ugandans are never in. I don't know whether they get into construction industry. No,
No,
they are not there.
they
By the way, that's an industry controlled by the Baluyas, the Luo. Construction industry.
no in Kilimani, when you're building these condominiums, they have come up with a system where when it's plastering time, they don't hire foodies by the day. They hire them by the job. So they are told this amount of job, let's say 4 walls that are maybe 12 by 14 meters. Those 4 walls are considered a full day. So what the Ugandans are doing, they are working at night and they are knocking off 4 hours 4 days worth of job before morning.
I never knew. But in Kilimani, if you are constructing and you have hired masons, the best masons come from Kibera. Those people have their own boys. So unless it is being operated without the full knowledge of the masons in Kibera, anyway, I don't understand. Maybe.
So okay, now let's say in the case of the Kibera, so the masons in Kibera, those ones would not pay. Those ones would not pay ransom because they belong to the ecosystem. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in construction, people in Kibera, they control it. Hey, if you want hard people to work in your construction site, just contact them. They're the big boys in that industry. So you telling me there are Ugandans who are operating in construction industry in Kilimani? No. When I pass there, I just see them selling coffee to those construction workers.
Oh no, those people
know.
are doing 4 days worth of work before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that's new. Yes, CLA.
So my question was, so people who are not physically in the ghettos that you control, but they live there, but they go out there and make money and come home. Is there a system inside your operation to have them to pay ransom?
George, you once stayed in Mathare North. Don't act here like you are from here. How did you operate?
Although
how was like it's still the same.
No. But I never.
You stayed in Mathare North.
Wait. Slow down.
Maybe
Slow down.
if you get late,
Slow
let me tell you.
I never paid. I never interacted with a group of people that operated in Mathare North. So it's a whole different scenario.
Maybe.
I just went house hunting, found a single room. I paid 2,200, and I would come in at after 9 o'clock, and I would leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. Never interacted with anybody in the ghetto.
Or maybe you could have tried to get to your home maybe past midnight. Maybe you could have paid a fee. Maybe you are just a law-abiding citizen. That's why you never encountered one.
Well, it doesn't matter whether somebody is a law-abiding citizen, because the people who are your victims are law-abiding citizens. But what I'm curious to know is people who are not selling madazis in the estate, and they are from Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, but they live there, but they don't operate from there. Is there a system to get them to pay taxes for living there?
No.
So it's
Again,
only
you cannot
people
just
operating
harass
businesses inside there.
Yeah. You cannot harass a black man there. You must be lenient. You see, now if you go that way, then you involve the police. That's the case of police. Maybe if they don't have permits, if they have committed an offense, that's the work of police.
And which estates are these? The Rwadis and the Burundians and the Ugandans. Which estates are they mostly
in? They are in Mathare. They are in Majengo, Ladmawe, Kibera. There are not many. At South B.
An offshoot of South B or South B proper?
South offshoot.
All right.
Kijiji, si unajua Kijiji?
I would not pretend I do. No, I don't.
Okay, you know Mata Hospital?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a big Kijiji behind it.
Okay.
That's the South B I'm telling you. They are there. They are in numbers. But there you have Ugandans in millions here in Kenya.
So when you tap the national grid on the power, how do you price your service, your power electricity service?
They are priced as per the door. You see a person paying 300 shilling per the door.
Oh.
Now you can do whatever you want with that electricity. You can even cook fries, you can heat water, but 300 per door.
Per month.
Per month, yeah.
No tokens, no meter reading.
No tokens, no nothing. Tokens
are for Mariam, right?
That's Mariam's language. Tokens.
Have you ever traded a gun?
Sorry?
Have you ever traded with a gun? Directly or indirectly?
No. I know. But I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. But just don't make me look like a Brooklyn gangster. I'm still human, Bwana. So
how does that ecosystem work? Is it rental or is it straight out buying from the source?
Jakuela.
Buduki unanunua in cash or do you rent?
Bro. Who told you I've ever operated a gun?
No.
Bro, you're not.
You say you've seen the operation happen.
Oh yeah. They rent it out. Some snatch.
Per operation or per day?
No, unless I find you a gangster to tell you that, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bring them.
But maybe, but they rent it out to. I think a real gangster knows how to talk to you the way you talk to me. You misheard me here. Huh? They can talk to you nicely.
So they rent it for per operation. So they need to do a job today.
Yeah.
They get it
Yeah,
delivered.
yeah,
The job is done. They return it.
Yeah. You get it now.
And if they discharge, then it's an extra cost. If they keep the Mahindi intact, it's just the...
It's the same way you rent a car. It's the same way you rent a car.
Okay.
Yeah, if you bring back your car, my car damaged, you must pay for it. So if you use a bullet, that bullet must be paid for.
How do you handle death in the ecosystem?
How I handle death is you die. What do you mean? If you die, you die.
It doesn't matter the circumstances?
No. As we are speaking to you, maybe there's a 2 months old who has died. And we are speaking with you here, and you are over 50. So is that 2 months old forced for dying? Death is death in anyone. By the way, George, do you remember the Corona times?
Uh-huh.
I was hearing people saying social distancing at G quarantine. And I was looking at now these ghettos. People are staying 4 to 5 people in a place. And I was wondering, is Uhuru saying? Uhuru, that's the most mad person I've ever heard from.
Me too.
Social distancing. Yeah? Social distancing in Kibera. But I never heard of anyone who died of Corona. Never even heard of a body or afraid of. Me, I never understood you people. But again, they also sold you the Corona vaccine, the middle class again, the Mariam. I know Mariam has had 3 vaccines. Me, I never saw one here getting vaccinated, and they are still surviving. So, this game, the middle class, you are going to pay for it until you join the poor. You realize you are either poor or rich.
Is your father retired now?
Yeah, he's retired.
Back in the village?
Yeah. Dog boy.
Do you keep them worried about
Yeah.
your safety? Or they don't know of the situations you put yourself in?
Your mother is Maragua. Does she know that even attend maybe some street club? Does she know? She's not worried. We get in touch once in a while, but it's my life, it's their life. So what? She's always on a panic mood. You want to tell my mother? No, she's always on panic mood because I'm in Nairobi.
And when you go to the village, you go bearing fruits and gifts, and it's merry jolly.
Yeah, of course.
What is it you and your people know that the rest of us don't?
What you know, you people don't know.
Yeah. That you
take life so okay. What I see that you people, the middle class, you don't know that you take life so serious. You are too scared. You take life so serious, and you are obsessed with future. But you only ask me where I see myself in 5 years. They just laughed it off. How would you care about 5 years? And even tomorrow, you don't know whether you'll be alive or not. Yeah, the middle class, you are so much obsessed with future. The future does not exist. Bro, there's no future. What is future?
But the middle class claim to be the ones building that future.
Yeah.